Daddy, will you tell me a bedtime story?
Once upon a time, high up in the vast night sky, there was a tiny little star named Luma. Unlike the other bright stars that twinkled confidently every night, Luma was small, shy, and afraid to shine. The other stars often teased her, calling her dim Luma and laughing at her faint glow. Luma would hide behind clouds, hoping no one would notice her. Every evening, Luma watched as the other stars sparkled beautifully, filling the dark sky with light. She wished she could be like them, but something inside her held her back. She felt as though she didn't belong among the stars, and the thought of shining brightly terrified her. One night, as she sat quietly in the sky, the wise old moon noticed her sadness. "Why do you look so worried, little star?" the moon asked kindly. Luma sighed. "I don't shine like the others. Maybe I'm not meant to be a real star." The moon chuckled softly. "Every star has its own special light, Luma. You just need to find yours." Luma listened carefully, but she wasn't sure how to find her light. She sighed again and gazed down at the earth, wondering if she would ever shine brightly. One evening, as Luma sat thinking, a gentle wind suddenly swept through the sky. Before she could react, the wind carried her away, lower and lower, past the clouds, until she softly landed in a green meadow on earth. Luma had never seen grass, trees, or flowers before. The world was filled with colors and sounds she had never imagined. She looked around in amazement. The air smelled sweet, and the ground felt soft beneath her. She was both excited and scared. Just then, a small rabbit hopped up to her. "Who are you?" the rabbit asked curiously. "I'm Luma, a little star," she replied shyly. "You are glowing," the rabbit said excitedly. "Not as bright as the moon, but I can see your light." Luma looked at herself and gasped. She was glowing just a little. It was the first time she had ever seen her own light. As Luma explored the meadow, she met more creatures. A squirrel, an owl, and a family of fireflies. They all admired her gentle glow. The squirrel invited her to climb a tree, the owl told her stories of the night, and the fireflies danced around her, making her feel welcome. One night, a group of fireflies came to her, looking sad. "Our lights are too weak tonight. We can't find our way home," one of them explained. Luma thought for a moment. She wanted to help. She took a deep breath and focused as hard as she could. Slowly, her glow became brighter. She lit up the path for the fireflies, guiding them home safely. "You did it, Luma. You helped us." The fireflies cheered. Luma beamed with happiness. She had never felt this way before. Helping others made her feel warm inside. As she continued to explore, she saw a lost baby owl. "I can't find my way home," the owl said, tears in its big eyes. "Don't worry, I will shine for you," Luma said. And just like before, her light grew stronger as she guided the owl back to its nest. Each time Luma helped someone, her glow became brighter. She realized something. The more kindness she showed, the stronger her light became. She wasn't like the other stars, but she had her own way of shining. One day, as Luma was resting by a sparkling stream, she heard a faint cry. She followed the sound and found a tiny bird with a broken wing. The bird was shivering and scared. Luma gently wrapped the bird in her light, comforting it until the bird's family arrived. They thanked Luma and promised to help the bird heal. As the days passed, Luma became a beloved figure in the meadow. The animals would gather around her at night, and she would tell them stories of the stars and the moon. Her light grew brighter with each act of kindness, and she began to feel a sense of belonging she had never known before. One evening, the sky above her began to sparkle again. The wise moon appeared and called out, "Luma, you've always had your light. You just needed to believe in yourself. Now, it's time to come home." Luma looked up at the sky. She loved the earth, but she knew where she belonged. She floated up, 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 back to the stars, twinkling brighter than ever before. From that night on, whenever children looked at the sky, they could see Luma, the little star who found her light. And if they looked closely, they might even see her wink, as if to remind them that everyone has their own special light, just waiting to shine.